Hello, everybody. I am doing a repeat of the ovarian breathing part of the practice we did today because the audio was very poor. Um, the sound was so low that we needed to redo it. So, what I want to do is just take you through this part of the practice again. Remembering you're wanting to connect to the liver. You're wanting to release any negative energy, anger, frustration, jealousy, rage, envy, all of that stuff with the healing sound. Shh. And then you want to reintroduce. You want to inhale in the energy of the wood element, the energy of spring, feelings of kindness, feelings of abundance, generosity, growth, expansion, rebirth, rejuvenation. You want to breathe these feelings into your liver. And then you want to send these feelings from your liver into your sexual organs. So, sending kindness. It is kindness, it is the trust that can be built with your own kindness that will allow your sexual organs energetically and physically to open, to receive. We don't receive well in situations where we don't feel trust. This is just part of how we work, how humans and especially women, how we work with this. So, what I want to do now is to go right into the ovarian breathing practice. So, we're going to tap into the earth with our legs and our feet, visualizing that our legs are actually tree trunks, that we're actually manifesting the wood element in our bodies in this way. And that we are developing roots, and we send a root system deep into the earth, deep into the center of the earth, so that we can receive that nourishing, maternal, feminine earth energy. And as we inhale, we can bring this up into our feet, into our legs, remembering that the liver meridian begins with the big toe and comes up the inside of the calves, up into the inner thigh, into our sexual organs, and that it actually extends up into a spot that is just underneath our breasts. So the liver meridian is a really important place, a really important vehicle for us to move sexual energy into our bodies. So we're wanting to bring in feelings of kindness, feelings of trust, feelings of safety as we do this. So visualize that the earth's energy is coming up from the bottom of the foot into the big toe and the liver meridian, coming up the inside of the thighs and the inside of the calves and thighs up into the sexual organs. And then we want to visualize this feeling of kindness as we draw it up with our breath. So the breath is a really important way to make this practice even stronger. And we're utilizing our powers of intention here as well. Drawing this energy up into the sexual organs, starting with with the sexual organs, the vulva, moving deeper into the clitoris, the vagina, into the G spot, the urethral sponge, as it's also known, moving into the area of the cervix, into the uterus, to the lining of the uterus, into all the layers of tissue in the uterus, the muscle, This whole area. So we're drawing up and around. We're following the track of our sexual organs. And I encourage you to send some messages of kindness to your sexual organs as you do this practice. Messages of encouragement, messages of nurturing and love, messages of compassion and reconnection. You can also spread this energy around to the back, to the buttocks, to the sacrum. You can expand this throughout your entire pelvis if you like. This practice is especially powerful when you do it multiple times. So one practice, one time of doing this might feel really good, might feel really nurturing, but it's when you do this repeatedly and over a period of time that it has its full benefits. Remembering that in the tantric sacred sexuality path, we're dealing with an infinite path of connection, of love, of growth, of revitalization. We're actually talking about building and expanding on all of your potential as a human being. That's what this is about. It's about connecting and healing. So if you, I'm going to sit back down. If you've been struggling with reconnecting to your sexuality, if your sexual energy has been diminished for any reason, this is a wonderful way to reconnect. This is a wonderful way to begin to cultivate your own sexual energy again. So whether it's for whatever reason that you've had a disconnection, this is a way to rebuild that and to have the full flourishing of life force energy inside of your body. And then you can spread this kindness to every organ, every tissue, every cell of your body. So this process works. It's worked for me. It's worked for many, many other women. So I encourage you to do this. To let me know by making a comment in the chat, reaching out to me through private messaging or through my website or email. I'd really like to know what insights you've had through this practice. Also, what obstacles came up for you? What other thoughts come up? We do so much destructiveness with our own thoughts and our own messages to ourselves. We need to counter that with some other messages. So the strong messages, the encouraging message, the inspirational messages become louder than those negative ones. And I want to invite you to reach out to me for your own complimentary 20-minute sacred sexual vitality breakthrough session, which you can find by going to my website, tantradoctor.com. Blessings to you. See you next time.